Allie's getting fitted for her bike. Her dad is an expert professional bike rider. I don't know if that's like true, but you know, feels like it.
I learned that the big one is big easy.
The big one what?
This thing.
Gear shifter. Gear shifter, right?
Gear shifter. So if you want it easier, you go like that, and now it's easier. And if you want it big, like harder, you want it a little bit harder, you go to the little one, and it's a little bit.
I bet you most people that watch this will have no idea that there's even 2 gear shifters. I thought when we bought this from the store, I just thought this was the brake, and the guy's like, no, it's a gear shifter. And I was like, oh, this little thing down here? He's like, no, the whole thing. We're like, oh, what in the heck? Ella, you getting your bike fitted? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a cammed lever, so once it goes back, and usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it'll come out, all right? If you do less than 6, typically what will happen is it will get stuck. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how yours is. See? So what that's designed for, it's a safety feature. And then just the other way. Lefty, loosey, righty, tight.
Or
Yeah, and then it should come right up.
And don't backwash and say, oh, I backwash.
If it doesn't, then just go down and then loosen it one more revolution.
He always backwash.
this way.
I know it.
Okay, wait.
Nope, you went right.
Okay, go back down and watch the left side.
What is backwash?
It's moving, the whole thing's moving, so take that hand and go ahead and hold it.
So
I want you to
that's
hold
probably
this.
what I-
Yeah, there you go. Now it'll come off. Don't do it too many times yet. Now it'll come off.
No,
And now,
you drink it and then you spit it back in. And then, so now.
just set her down, just like air out. Because that's what happens when you get a flat, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why you're changing different things when you're changing the tire is the tire is kind of stuck to the rim, right? If you feel it right now and kind of squish that tire, it's stuck to the rim.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to take your thumbs and you want to push it away from the rim. Like that, push it away. There you go.
Ooh, I heard the
Go
pop.
all the way around. All the way around. You only need to do it on one side, the side that you're facing. And what we're going to do is we're not going to do it here. We're going to do it somewhere else than right there. And all you're going to do is you're going to take that tire level and you're going to put it in here. Then you want to go either way, it doesn't matter, a little bit of a distance, and hook the next one in. And once you do that, it's not always easy. Once you do that, now that you've got this here, this open up, you can take it and easily come up all the way around. Okay? And so,
Do you grab both sides at once or just the one side?
just this side's facing you. That might be a little far, but it might work. And you just gotta get in there and grab that. There you go. So now, here's the other. Then you can take it all the way. The only thing sometimes, and just go ahead and take it all the way around.
Let's just water from the pool.
Okay? So then what we want to do is now, then we know where this is. So you want to go to here, just the opposite side, grab this, and pull the tube out.
I won't break this one right now.
No. So then, that, just push the tire that way, and then you're going to push this from outside, or you can pull it however you clear it, and just basically pull that out through the center. There you go. That's how. So you always want to put a little air in the tube. Okay.
Okay.
So you can unscrew this and blow it up with your breath, or since you have this little fancy tool thing. So now that we have a little bit of air, and then you want to push this, you want to close this back again, otherwise the air will leak out. But you want to give it a little bit of form, okay?
Okay.
So now what you want to do from this point here is we find where this goes in, okay? And you're going to push that in, all the way in, okay? And you're going to set the tire all the way around. You want to get this tire to where the speed is out and the tire is up in there.
Let's take it out
And
there.
what you want to do,
If you're gonna ride on it,
I
take it
always
up.
stand on behind it like this and just kind of use my hands to go all the way around. and get the tire, the tube into the tire. And that's why if you didn't have a little bit of air in there, it would want to fall out and be a little bit hard. So then what I do is I come here and I push this up a little bit, and then I seat the tire here. Okay, I start seating that tire bead here. And I push this up just to make sure this is up into the tire itself, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, and then, so let's go ahead and let's let you get to this point. So, see that little thing that's sticking up? That's the top of the valve, and it's connected down here. So when I loosen this, then that thing goes in, and this whole thing is loose, which means that valve that's in there, it goes up and down and it allows air to come out.
Okay.
When I tighten this, all that I'm doing, see that thing's going up? I'm just pulling this thing inside up against this, and that's how it seals.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
I could do one on that. Do a backflip.
This looks like Bentley's level, huh? Bentley's kind of stuff, fixing stuff,
I want to do it.
fixing tires and stuff. In a few years, you can be Mom's bike mechanic.
And use your thumbs to push the tire bead back on the rim.
Oh, okay. Just like that?
And go all the way around. So just keep, so push it. It might work like Steven said, maybe to use your palm. Use your palm to push it over.
Roll it all the way.
All right, just like that.
Boom.
Okay.
So now is a step that is very important that many people forget. Okay.
So I'm probably going to forget.
I want you to imagine, what do you think it looks like inside this tire and tube? Just tell me what you imagine.
I'm
Dark.
a dark, lonely, cold,
That's
dreary
right.
world.
Like my shirt.
What's that? What does it look like if you could shine a light on it? You probably imagine the rim, the tire against the rim, and the tube inside the tire, right? In a perfect world, that's how it should be. But what happens sometimes is that tube will go between the tire and the rim. Okay?
Okay.
And what happens if that happens is you'll pump it up, you'll think you're good, you'll put it on your bike, and about 100 yards down the road, you'll have another flat.
Okay.
Pinch it.
It's called a pinch flat. So what you need to do, and you only need to do it on the side that you broke the bead,
Okay.
is you want to just go look and make sure that the tube did not come up between the tire and the rim. That's all you want to do. It's just a second check to make sure that the tube is properly placed inside the tire. So now you want to pump the tire up. And this is where, if you have a CO2, you just put it on and go
Pop.
Because yeah, she's going to want about 85 pounds of pressure
Yeah.
at the front, and a CO2 will take this up to 90,
Yeah.
but you're not going to hurt it.
Yep.
Stand up, and then we're going to pick the bike right back up, and then we're just going to stand right here, and you're going to set it just like that, okay?
Okay.
No better way than to do it yourself.
The only reason I popped, Alli, is because you had to get the tires in between the brakes. That's the only reason I popped.
Okay, so now what you want to do is your left hand needs to go on that other side of the
Oh,
skew,
that's
right? And you can just put your whole hand there to where, yeah, however it's comfortable. So now, here's the other thing that I would do. Close the skewer. See, it's too tight right now, so loosen it
Why is it too tight?
and then close it again. So you want to loosen it again and then close it again.
I only did like 4.
Okay, so now it's a little too easy, okay? So now what I would do is on your left hand, turn that thing in like a quarter of a turn, tighten it. Just that, now see how hard that is to close. Pretty easy. Maybe go a little bit more with that, a little tighter on the left, yeah, and then now tighten the skew. There, that's a little better. Now, you can have it here, or you can go ahead and now let the whole thing spin. You can bring it here and have it go back that way there. That is easier for you to undo it and redo it if it's here instead of up
Okay.
against the
You're
front.
more aerodynamic.
Okay.
Faster.
And that's how you want it.
Makes
You
it
want it
faster.
back like that, okay?
Okay.
Whenever you take the rear tire off, you want this chain all the way on that lowest
It's called
cog.
like this
Now, once
turn.
it's there, you're gonna do the same thing. You're
Instead of
gonna
riding
loosen
it on
this
the
here.
ground, you can ride it on
The
this.
difference is on the rear, you don't need to spin it
You
at
gotta
all.
hold you still.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
this spins
All you
instead
do
of your
is you
bike
just
taking
loosen
you
it.
off.
Okay.
Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna
So
stand
then
up here,
You can
we're
use
gonna
that
pick the
thing.
bike up,
That
and we're
thing, you
gonna
can
let this
adjust how
fall
hard you make this.
all the way, and we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna lift up, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just gonna kind of move this down and then in. Push it. There you go, and then push the bike. There you go, just like that. Now, what do you do with the bike?
Now I probably, oh, don't do that.
Right.
Just like
Here-
like
here's
that.
the
I'll put
thing
that down.
that's tough about this right now is you gotta watch about dragging your chain in. So to do this is identical to the front.
Okay.
It's the same thing, all right?
Okay.
So now, when it comes to putting it back, so come on over here and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Part of the reason you want it all the way down on that is so that what you wanna do is you wanna line the chain up with that smallest cog set. And you're gonna grab your hand here and you're just gonna kind of pull this and let everything kind of fall in. Now what happens is, sometimes it'll feel like it's jammed. It is, because you gotta come up here and clear the brakes. And then this thing here will just fit right in, and all you do is just toggle that back. You don't need to tighten it at all.
Okay.
There you go.
Ta-da.
It won't let go.
Let go.
Okay, and then go ahead and just put it back on.
And we put that down. Okay. So
So-
this angle is a little different than being in front of it.
Yep, there you go. Yep, so you had it. You had it hooked in there.
Is it right?
Right on the top, just right there. Okay, now you're gonna reach and you're gonna push this a little bit, and you're gonna let, the bike has to come on top of this, so the wheel does, I mean. So
The wheel has
the
to.
wheel, so what you wanna do is like that,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Okay.
And then once you get it, you just redo
This thing.
the skewer. That's it.
Okay.
That's how, and so you can change a front, a back. You have that. Let me go get you a tube for this.
Looking like a pro.
Learning how to shift makes a world of difference. So that's good. Where's the kickstand?
Ah, come on.
When he said, what do you do with your bike now? I should have been like, well, where's the kickstand?
You should have said
We put the kickstand out?
kickstand. That's what makes sense to me. That's what Bentley'd like to love about his new bike.